This man flew over 1 million miles on commercial jets, commercial airliners, and never paid a single penny for a ticket. Let's figure out how on Hustlers, Gamblers, and Entrepreneurs, where we break down the strategies and tactics of the world's greatest con men and hustlers and figure out how you can ethically apply those strategies and tactics to your business and get even better results. So Frank Abagnale Jr. ran away from home at 16 years old when his mother and father were getting divorced. Now, Frank looked older than he really was. So he was 16, but he looked like he was in his 20s. And he quickly found out that airline pilots could deadhead anywhere in the country, deadhead meaning they get a free flight anywhere in the country on other airlines, on the airline that they worked for, or any other airline. It was a courtesy that all the airlines showed to each other back in the 50s and 60s. So Frank finagled himself a Pan Am uniform and a Pan Am ID, and then deadheaded all over the country and all over the world. However, what we want to learn from Frank is that as he started hanging out with pilots, he realized that they had their own language, their own jargon. They would talk to each other in this very unique way that that everybody in the industry was expected to know. So he figured out if he was going to be an imposter, if he was going to pose as a pilot, he needed to learn this language. So he did. He learned the language, he learned the jargon, and as a result, he easily passed as a pilot. Now, his credentials, by the way, he did not get on a Pan Am flight because side by side, he was worried that the credentials might not pass. However, they were good enough to pass on any other airline. So he just stayed away from Pan Am flights. He asked the questions that everybody expected him to ask. He said the things that everybody expected him to say. He gave the answers everybody expected him to give. And lo and behold, nobody was the wiser, nobody was suspicious, and he flew all over the world absolutely for free. Now, what do we want to learn from Frank? We want to learn that if your market has a particular language, and by the way, if you're niching down, there will be some sort of particular language they have. You need to learn that language, understand that language, know how to communicate in that language. I mentioned the word jargon earlier. That's the name for it. It can be niche, it can be subculture, it can be professional language, whatever it is. There's a shorthand that every subculture and every niche market in the world communicates in. And if you want to sell to them, you need to learn that language because if you don't, you're going to be seen as an imposter right away. And as soon as you're seen as an imposter, forget about selling anything to them. So that's what we learned from Frank. Learn the language of the market. And join us next time on Hustlers, Gamblers, and Entrepreneurs, where we are going to take the strategies and tactics of these dishonest people doing illegal things, but we're going to apply them ethically and legally, and they'll work even better. Until next time.